Should we discuss the price increase of the Chanel bags? I'm not going to go into this very deeply because I'm sure you're probably sick and tired of hearing about the Chanel price increases. I mean, at the end of the day, if you think they're not worth it, don't buy them. If you think they're far too expensive, don't buy them. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Andri. Today we are going to chit chat and we are going to do the before and after of a 58-year-old using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. Look at this, a beautiful palette right here. Not only are we going to be using this for the first time, but also my very first MAC brush. So before we get started, I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. Whilst you're there, you can ding-a-ling my bell, which will remind you every time I upload a video. By the way, if you're wondering what the chit chat's going to be about, I'm going to chit chat about that's my headband I'm going to put on. I'm going to chit chat about dupes. I'm going to chit chat. Would I pay the price tag that this is at the moment? Would I personally pay the over £9,000 that this bag costs? By the way, let me tell you here before we get into the video, these bags to buy new are that price, but don't let anyone fool you. They do not sell at that price second hand, people. You will have had to have had your bag for many years before you can kind of get the sort of money that they're worth now. I think I've had mine 9-10 years and I certainly didn't pay what the price is now. Anyway, we will get into all of that when we have a face on, or at least start doing the face. Right, first of all, let me put my, look at this. I have a Chanel hairband with the camellia on it. Right, let's get started. I have skincare on, so we're going to go in with the foundation, and I am going to use my all-time favourite, which is Estee Lauder Double Wear in the colour Tawny, and then I use this applicator to apply it. So this is the applicator from the Flawless Filter, and what I normally do, like in the mornings, whatever's left on this brush from me dipping into the foundation when I'm doing my normal makeup is what I use in the mornings. See, there was still some, and then I just use that and it just looks very light, and light brushing of it. I actually never ever used to use makeup in the gym, but see when I started getting all this, it was awful. So I wanted some sort of coverage. I'm looking down here as well because I have my mirror there. So I'm doing the foundation and then I'll do the contour and bits and pieces first. I kind of change about the way I do things. So if you've been watching me for a while, if I do it differently, it's because I do. It's just whatever the mood takes me. In the same way I do apply my makeup, you know, the types of things that I use is just whatever the mood takes me. Let's rub this foundation in. So to rub the foundation, I use a sponge and I also use my Artiste brush. I am now going to go with the Artiste brush. There we go, and then just rub it in. Okay, let's start the conversation, people. Let's start the conversation. Should we discuss the price increase of the Chanel bags? I'm not going to go into this very deeply because I'm sure you're probably sick and tired of hearing about the Chanel price increases. I mean, at the end of the day, if you think they're not worth it, don't buy them. If you think they're far too expensive, don't buy them. You know, that's really my attitude on it. But let's discuss if I personally would now spend over £9,000 on the classic jumbo. I think I'm going to use mine today. I'm thinking I'm either going to use the classic jumbo. Should we bring it down and have a look at it as we're talking about it? Okay, we have the classic. Whoa! I nearly dropped the mirror there, people. We do not want to be dropping mirrors. Okay, we have the classic jumbo here, the large classic flap as it is properly known. I think it's now retailing for 9,250, there or thereabouts, I haven't checked. Okay, and here we have the medium classic flap, which is now retailing for over £8,000. Basically, they went up £1,000 overnight. So basically they went up, you know, with the cost of living and blah 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 blah. I think 13% or whatever it was is what I checked in the morning, because of all the talk, and they hadn't gone up yet when I checked in the morning. It actually, they had taken the prices away from the site, and it said check in store for pricing. But I did find, like, there was a green one, and they still had the old price of that, which was 8,000 something. Anyway, so let's take a rough figure of £9,000, there or thereabouts. Okay, are these bags worth £9,000? Is this bag worth £9,000? There isn't another bag like it, basically. So it's called the double flap because it has a flap here, and then when you open it up, it has another flap there. I mean, I don't know of any other bag that has that. And then it has all the different pockets. We all know what that looks like. So it has a back pocket right there, and it has the two pockets there. Can we see? There, and it has a lipstick holder there, which also my Trendy has, and then it has another pocket here, and then the big pocket. I better be careful of people, because now this is worth a lot of money. And then it has the Mona Lisa pocket at the back. I haven't done that for such a long time. Oh man, oh gosh, I really haven't done that for a long time. So that's the large classic flap, and the small and the medium are designed the same way, just smaller sizes. So would I pay £9,000? Look, when I bought them, okay, they were nowhere near the price that they are now, and for me then I still felt I was paying a lot of money for a bag. Okay, but for me it was worth it because I wanted it, because I love designer bags. For me, I wanted a Chanel bag. That was, I mean, look, I love bags, people. I always have loved bags. And then I just got to the point where I wanted a Chanel bag. I bought a Chanel bag before I bought a Louis Vuitton bag, okay? So Chanel was always my thing. I still think it's my thing. It's still my most favourite designer house, luxury house, whatever you like to call it. It's still my absolute favourite, which is why most of the bags that I have are Chanel. Most of the designer bags I have now are Chanel bags. Thank goodness. Considering the price increase. So if I didn't have any and I still wanted one, then, and I could afford one, then I would get one. People, it's as simple as that, right? If you want something, you can afford to get that something, right? You're going to get that something. Just because it has gone up and it is a pathetic amount of money, okay, it's not going to make a difference to somebody that really, really wants one. Now, the price now means maybe less people can afford a Chanel classic flap. You know, when you go into Chanel, you can go in and get, you know, like the non-classic ones, which are not as highly priced. Still very, very expensive, you know, for what they are. Yes, they always have been. Designer items have always been very expensive. It is said you get what you pay for, right? I don't honestly believe that. I don't even believe, I don't have one, I've never had one, but I still don't believe that, you know, a Mini Kelly is worth £8,000, okay? It's not it's not, but it is, if you really want one and you can afford one, then go for it, people, is what I say. Right, let's get some more makeup on. Should I go for the eyes first? No, I'm gonna do all the other bits and pieces first. Will I go with the Maybelline or I'm gonna go with the Maybelline today. Let's go with the Maybelline. So you know how I like to do this. So anything that I want to bring out so it doesn't look deep in, i.e. like these lines here, I will put a lighter colour on, a highlighter. So I'm highlighting that. So anywhere that, you know, there's those dark lines, I am gonna go and highlight these. That's Rico came in, he's just calling me. Right, I was saying, so anywhere that we need to bring out, we do this so it doesn't look so deep. I've got a line here as well, so I always like to do that. I'll take that a wee bit further because they're getting deeper and longer, these lines now. Where else shall we go? Let's go here and here and here and just lighten. I really don't like to line my eyes a lot, but I like to bring it here. I'll probably go in with it here as well again because it just adds that lift. And if you've been with me for a while, you'll know that. Then when I finish my makeup, I'm going to do that again because it just brings in a lift here. Okay. And at 58, I'm needing as much lift as possible. Okay. So that's all that in, okay. I don't think there's a few lines up here. I'm just going to lighten that area only because I can see a few lines darkening there. So I'm going to lift that up as well. And it's just looking at your face and it's like colouring in, people. Just seeing where we are needing bits and pieces. Okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to fix that and then I'm going to go in with my contour. Like so. So I'm just going to pat all that in with the sponge, not rubbing it, just patting it in, and I've not gone directly under the eye, I've just kind of gone along here, and then I'm just going to pat that as well. There we go. So basically that's how I feel about the price increases. I find it quite amusing, you know. Okay, a lot of people, you know, we're all on YouTube to make content, interesting content, but it's funny how as soon as the price increase, you know, all these videos go up on price increasing and all of that. I don't think, it never ever shocks me. From the first time I ever bought my Chanel medium, I bought mine in February the 9th. By the way, I think it's coming up for 10 years since I got my first Chanel classic flap. So I bought it in the February and it went up, and then there was a pattern. The bags would always go up by twice a year at that time. I don't know what's happening now because I'm not really into it. Well, I know they've just gone up a massive amount. But what used to happen, there you go, people, is they've just had a price increase. It's March. It's exactly when they always used to have a price increase in the past, because I remember buying mine February. Shortly after I'd got mine, Chanel had had a price increase, and then what used to happen around about October time, they used to have a price increase again. So let's see if that happens, but that's what used to happen. So that was the Maybelline that I used to do the highlighting, the Maybelline eraser in the colour Light. I use there. I'm now going to go in with Tom Ford cheek colour, and this is what I like to do my contouring with. Look, we have hip pan. So we will suck in the cheeks. And again, with darker colours is what you want to sink in, okay? So we want to just create that sharpness here on the cheeks. I've actually got quite high cheekbones anyway. So we're going in with that, and then you just contour all the things you want to take in. People, okay? It's good, people, to take the mick out of yourself. There we go. So just contouring in here, and in here, and that just takes things away. And then I'll just bring it round here, and then look at your jawline as well and see, just to straighten it up. Mine's okay, I don't need to kind of put extra bits. What did I sound like? My jawline's fine, my this is fine, my that is fine. Okay, it's called good genes, people, good genes. So that's about as much contouring as I am going to do. There we go. Check it, check it, check it. Everything's in fine. So then I also have, this is an old Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder Skin Perfecting Powder. So what I'm going to do with this just now is just going to put a bit under the eyes. It's quite a thin powder, so it's just setting this under the eyes. There we go. And that's that. Right. Now for the very, very, very exciting part. My Anastasia Beverly Hills palette that I got for my birthday from B. People, look at those colours there. How amazing do they look? And I dipped into one of them when I was doing what I got for my birthday, and oh my goodness. And I also have my very first brush from MAC. I am so excited. But first I'm going to use my thick brush from Real Techniques. Did I bring it? I did bring it. Just to go over the whole eye, and this is what I always go with the lightest colour just as a base, and then I start building from there. So the base I'm going to go with is this one right here, Paloma. It's called, the lightest shade right here. So I'm just gonna dip in, and oh wow. Wow, lovely pigmented eyeshadow, beautiful, quite powdery on the palette. Oh wow, it's absolutely, I love, people, I love these. I love getting things like this because these are things I do not buy myself. I just don't. I was brought up very much, I just buy something if I need it. So if I've got eyeshadow palettes, I won't buy another one. There are a couple of things that I will buy that I don't need, like nail varnishes, and I've been trying to break the nail varnish addiction, but it doesn't matter how many I've got. I will always get my Christmas nail varnish from Chanel and my Christmas lipstick from Chanel. They're the only two things I'll break from. But I've been very lucky because I have friends that send me like Chanel eyeshadow palettes and things, so it's a right good treat for me because it's not something I do for myself. So this, I'm excited, I'm so excited. Right, let's go in with the brush because I'm trying to play with the brush. I have no idea what colour to go in with. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in again with this kind of skin coloured colour here in Fleur, F-L-E-U-R, and I'm going to start building from that, and that gives me a chance to see how the colours work, and then I can build how dark I want to go. Oh, I like that as well as a middle toned colour. So the way I do it is I work on one eye and I work on the other eye, just to make sure I try and keep them very much the same. I'm not the type that will just make one eye up and then, no, I come and go between the two eyes and check. So let's summarise about the Chanel bags. Do I think they're worth it? The bags have never been worth the price that they are, and since I've been buying them anyway. We're talking loads and loads of money here. Worth it is a word that can mean different things. It doesn't just mean the price of it, it's the worth it to you, how it makes you feel and all of that, which for me a lot of it is the way I feel when I carry a bag? Do I need a designer bag to make me feel good, give me confidence? Anybody that knows me knows I do not need a bag to make me feel like that, but I like the way it makes me feel, if that makes sense. But it doesn't make me any better, any nicer, or anything, or any of that. But inside it makes me feel good, that because it's something that I want, and we're allowed to have things that make us feel good. You know, there's no shame in that, because I think there's a lot of opinions going round of, you know, we shouldn't be spending this because of the climate, because of what's going on, and all of that. You know, we need to remember this life here that I'm living just now. This is it for me. This is my life, and I'm gonna live it the way it makes me feel happy. As long as I'm not harming, hurting anyone in the process, this is my life, okay? And I'm gonna make the most of it, because I don't have another one, okay? And that's the way I feel about things. And carrying my Chanel bags makes me feel good, and if it makes you feel good, go for it. Because I think this other chat going around now, would you be ashamed? I've just seen the titles coming up. I haven't actually watched any of the videos. I barely get time these days, but I know this retired person has absolutely no time in her life. I know. Right, okay, I've lost all track, but basically live your life, you know, as long as you're not hurting anybody. So back to that, if I had the money, I didn't have the bags that I've got now, I would definitely go and spend that amount of money on a bag. If I had it, if I had the money and it wasn't a problem to spend it. Would I put myself in debt for it? Absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. But I wouldn't be thinking, if I couldn't afford something, I wouldn't be thinking about it. And I know it's good to aspire to things, but I don't know, it's a very, let's not go there, because it gets even more deeper and even more complicated, but just do you. So this other thing, the Birkin Slayer, and should we be carrying fake bags, and do we agree with fake bags, and you know what it means to carry a fake bag, and blah blah blah, and all of that. And there's been a few videos with that going around. I keep catching these things when everybody else has done the videos. I go, oh, something's going on here, what's going down? Right, let's choose another colour. I'm gonna go, I keep getting attracted to this khaki green here. So there's two here, there's Wings and there's Hope. We shall go with Hope. I'm just gonna go, they're very pigmented, so I'm gonna go in lightly. I'm gonna go in the crease here and see how that works out. So apparently this Birkin Slayer, or whatever he's called, is outing people. Now, you don't see who this person is. If you're going to say something, people say it and take the mask off, okay? So it's creating a lot of, oh, who is it? I wonder if it's such and such. I wonder if it's this person. Me personally, I don't care. I'm not subscribed, I'm not following, and I'm not doing any of that, okay? So how do I feel about it? Personally, if you want to carry whatever you want to carry it, is my opinion. Yes, it is illegal to be carrying a fake bag. Okay, I'm putting that out there. It is totally illegal to be carrying or buying fake bags. But would I judge somebody for carrying a fake bag? Absolutely not. You know, not, you know, there's people that might want a Chanel bag desperately and can't afford to get a Chanel bag. And if buying a dupe, or if it gives them a bit of happiness, you know, and you know, it's been made, you know, it's not there's always going to be people that buy them. So I totally wouldn't judge anybody. What I don't like is, and I think this is where this Birkin Slayer person is coming in, tries to make me believe that what they're carrying is real and not fake. That's what I don't like. right? If I say to somebody, oh, I like your bag, and they turn around going, by the way, it's fake, I'm not going to turn around and go, oh, for goodness sake, that's a disgrace. Do you realise how these bags are made? And do you realise this, that and the other about these bags? No, I wouldn't be doing that, people. I would not be doing that. Somebody trying to pass it off to me, and I knew it wasn't a real bag, I still wouldn't say. Would I call somebody out for it? No. Definitely not. I wouldn't. I don't judge people either. You know, but it's different for somebody that's trying to fool me. That annoys me. That's like lying to me. I don't like liars, people. That's like lying, and that I don't like. So that's my general opinion on fake bags. What about dupe bags? I saw one in TK Maxx yesterday. Oh my goodness me. I posted it on my Instagram. If I can get it, I'll post it here somewhere on the video. It was a dupe of the Chanel 19. Honestly, you should see that. Even like the different coloured hardware, it was duped to that point. And it was, I don't think it was leather. No, it wouldn't have been leather at the price it was. It was all puffy. It was a very good copy of the Chanel 19, and I think it was £22 that they had it for. It looked like it would have been the small size. Okay, so I'm looking at that, and this, to me, that's telling me my eye needs brightened up. So I'm going to go in with this one here, because I'm thinking I need to brighten things up here. I forgot to bring wet ones. Normally I would be dipping into my brushes and cleaning them. I'm going to go I'm going to bring that all the way up on the brow above. That's lovely, as it's highlighting under the brow. But I just wanted to get a good feel of the brush. Right, okay, wait, that's fine. See, now, see how that has brightened my eye up? And I'm going to go in with this like terracotta metro, because I feel that green is just a bit too dull looking. And that's how I basically do all my makeup always. I just look and I think, oh, it's needing a bit more here and it's needing a bit more there. I mean, how many colours have I used already? Used quite a few colours. It's about building and looking at your canvas, people. Can you see now we are getting depth into the eyes here? We are getting some depth. I still feel I'm just gonna play with this purple. Okay, it's light. It's not a colour I would put, so keep it here in the middle. It's not a colour I would put on the outer edges because it's quite light. I'm going to go in with this peacock for some more depth. So in the crease and then down to the eye, just creating that shape. And again onto the other eye. And then bring it up. Always bringing it, everything has to go up that way. Right, I'm gonna just try this lighter green here. Just feels as if the edges need something. So this is wings, on the wings. We're just gonna put that on the wings. How are we doing? We are getting there. I'm going to go back in with the base that I started, the Paloma, and just brighten this area up a wee bit more, because I feel as if that needs brightened a little bit more. I do love the texture of them. I'm feeling I'm needing just a little bit more definition here, so I'm gonna go heavy now with Muse right here. It's a dark brown, almost a black. I would actually like a thinner brush to go in with that, but let's take it. So I'm just going to take it in here. And in here again. Right, I'm going to go back to Isle here, and I think that's what this is needing in here, brightening up in here. Ah, that's better. Just to brighten the eye up. I think that's enough. I think that's enough eyeshadows for now, and then we need some highlighter. So I decided to go with Bronze Goddess, and normally if you've watched me doing my makeup, I thought I would do it a little differently today. I would go in with the highlighter first, so I would put highlighter into the eye sockets, over the lips, just like that, just to highlight everything, and I would have gone in. So I've just thought I'd do it the other way around just to see. There we go. Just to, and then some nice highlighter up here. I love highlighter. You either love it or you hate it, people. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Wonder It ink. Is this the old one I've picked up or the new one? So right, I'm going to do this off camera. This requires a lot of skill. That's the eyeliner on. We did it first time, people. Normally it's like you put it thick on and then you have to thicken the other one. You know how it goes. But I thought, I've got it on, just leave it. I would normally like it a wee bit more at the edges, and I went, no, just leave it. Okay, some liner on the bottom line. Just underneath there. Just bring that up there. And then I like white liner, and I like white liner. I should have sharpened that in here, in the corners, in here. Look, it's heavy, but I'm gonna spread it out. I just think that just brightens the whole eye up. And inside the inner line, the waterline, whatever you like to call it. A lot of people like to put black in there. I never like to put black in there because I feel it makes my eyes look smaller. It's funny, everything that I've learned over the years, it's just through trial and error, you know, of doing things. I remember being a teenager at school and all the girls were wearing black eyeliner inside, and I would put it on and hate it and just stop doing it because I thought, no, it's not doing anything for me. So I'm just rubbing in that white liner there just to soften it, but it still gives me that open eye look. So fun, people. I'm back, although you would never have known I was away. So took my call from Cyprus from my cousin Anastasia, who's in Cyprus at the moment. Okay, but we'll talk about that on another video. That's a vlog chat. Right, so whilst I was talking to my cousin, I adjusted my eyeliner because I wasn't happy with it, people. I wasn't happy with it, and you know when you just go, it's not quite right. I thickened it out a bit on the sides because it was just like a wee flick, and I just don't like a wee flick. Okay, so what does that leave? That leaves mascara. I always love to use primer. This is the Lash Paradise primer. So I'm just going to put a wee bit of that on. Don't need too much of that on. See, I mean, as soon as you put it on, it just makes your eyelashes look amazing. Just a wee touch at the bottom. I just literally touch it at the bottom. Don't like too much mascara on my bottom eyelashes because I think that's the one that tends to smudge. So I'm going to go in with, this is an old mascara that I used to absolutely love, and I'm loving it again. I know I normally go on and on about the Primark ones, but I do love my MAC. And it's the one that looks like that. I don't know what it's called, but it's that shape. And that's the brush to it. Isn't it amazing? So let me know in the comments below how you feel about fake bags, and would you call somebody out? Would you say to somebody if they kind of said to you it's a fake bag, oh really, do you know what, you don't care, let people do what they want to do. You know, some people have strong feelings. I just don't. I don't care what, I honestly, I'm at that age, right, I really don't care what other people do. It doesn't concern me, and I'm sitting here having a conversation with you just to have a conversation with you as I would with friends. Do I know people that carry fake bags? Have I seen people that carry fake bags? Of course I have, and I do, of course. Does it bother me? No, because for me, what I carry is about me, and I care about what I'm doing and what I'm carrying and all of that. I mean, I recently bought a Kelly dupe, the mini Kelly dupe, and I've had fun with it, but I wouldn't use that to go out. It's just something I would use for running to the shops, for throwing in my keys and a couple of necessities. But it wouldn't be my out bag because it doesn't give me that same feeling. Although I've had fun with it and I've enjoyed it, you know, for that price. You know, Patricia left a comment on that video when I reviewed the mini Kelly. I'll link the mini Kelly video down below. And she says, I wouldn't spend that money on a dupe, and I get that. It's a busy day, people, it's a busy day. Okay, I'm back. I have no idea where I left you. I have absolutely no idea, but we know what these videos are like. Right, I think all that's left now is to put some lipstick on. There we go. So I'm just lining with my Mauve from Estee Lauder double wear lip liner. I like this because this is just, I can use it. I should try not speaking when I'm lining my lips. I can use it with lots of different lipsticks. And today I'm going with kind of a terracotta like lipstick because I'm wearing kind of these colours. I've got my shots on from Primark. Okay. Let's just fix that bit. There. Soften it a bit. So that's the lip liner. So it's a Dior. Do we have a colour? Let's see the colour. We have colour Rouge Dior 840 Ray. I don't know. You've got the number anyway. Looks like so. It's a matte, so I'm going to put a gloss on it just to tart it up a little. Very terracotta, isn't it? That's what I like when I wear kind of these kind of colours. I don't feel as if I have to match my lipstick to my nail varnish. So if I was wearing red on my nails, I wouldn't like to wear a pink lipstick. I'm funny that way. But if I'm wearing like blues and things, and greens, I feel as if I can wear any lipstick. Right, so we are going with the Lip Maximizer from Dior again, and I'm gonna use this to also blend in the lipstick as well, because I haven't brought in a lip brush, and that just smooths it all out. that's it there. Okay, that's our chit chat. Get ready with me for today, a bit all over the place for you. That's our videos all over the place. So make sure you leave me your thoughts down in the comments of pros and cons, of how you feel about the price increases, of how you feel about people carrying fake bags. Would you carry a fake bag? Would you carry a dupe bag? Would you, is it okay to carry a dupe bag? Like my Lily and Bean dupe of the Mini Kelly is identical to the Mini Kelly. Would you carry that? Is it too much alike for you to carry? I mean, with that, the only difference is it doesn't say Hermes on it. Let's be honest there. So would you carry that, or is that still being a pretentious, trying to look as if you've got a Mini Kelly but actually you don't have one? Thank you very much for watching. If you would like to see more videos from me, I'm going to link one here, here, and if you're not already subscribed, it's the A right here. And this is how a 58-year-old looks like before and after makeup.